Shalakia. I've been going for a while, man. Yeah, sometimes you just be reading, man. You don't even be paying attention, man, for real. Right. This is Sirach, chapter 9, verse 13. It says, keep thee from the man that have the power. Right, Salakia. I always say this, but the book of Sirach is in the, what is called the Apocrypha, okay, other known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, all right? So we're going to start verse 9, chapter 9 and verse 13. It says, keep thee far from the man that have the power to kill, all right? So thou shalt not doubt the fear of death, right? You know? And that too, man. Hey, man, a lot of you people be tempting death. Okay? Every weekend, hey, man, you see how these people be in the world, man. They be tempting death and shit, man. Every week. All on drug, you know? Oh, man, it's over, man. It's over. Okay? That's another thing, man. These people pursue death, literally. They do things that, like, you know what I'm saying? They tempt in the Lord, basically, right? Like the brothers say, don't tempt the Lord. Tempt in the Lord. When you tempt the Lord, guess what you're doing, man? Okay? You're tempting the Lord in a sense that, oh, I can do this. Some stuff you just gotta leave alone, man. You gotta leave some stuff alone, man. Right? It says, if then come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that the man goes in the midst of snares. Right? Death is like a snare too. It's like, again, what does death represent of? Sin. Okay? That's why the scripture says we're gonna be immortal in the kingdom, because we're not gonna sin. The law is going to be written in our inward parts, man. Okay? So that we're not going to know death no more, man. Okay? That's the scriptures tell you that death shall be swallowed up in the hole. Okay? That's all going to be swallowed up in the hole, man. Okay? That's going to be swallowed up in that hole. It says, remember that then that those goes in the midst of snares, and that then walketh upon the battlements of the city. Okay? And there you go. Okay? Right, man. Flee from the man that has the power to kill, man. And that too, man. In certain situations, you gotta be righteous, man. You gotta think wise. You know? You gotta think wise. Right? You gotta think wise. Alright? One sec. Yeah, you gotta think wise in certain situations, man. Alright? But yeah, Khan. Alright? Let's keep going. Yeah, man. That too, even with let's get Revelations, actually, matter of fact, right? A lot of brothers have been having dreams as well because, hey, man, our righteousness is ultimately going to lead us, especially on this side, okay? It's going to probably lead us to, you know, what they would say down the wrong road because, hey, man, that's another thing these people don't really understand is that in this truth, man, you're probably going to have to give up your life. You have to make sacrifices, man. Giving up your life is that's the ultimate sacrifice, man. Okay, that's literally the ultimate sacrifice. You give up your life, you're like a martyr for the Lord. Okay, because you already know you're in the flesh, man. You're scared of death, right? You're scared of death, right? So let's get this. Right, let's get this. What's this now? It was 2 and 10. Alright, let's start at just Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, I know thy works and thy tribulation and thy poverty, but thou art rich, right? And that too, because I was meditating on that the other day, basically representing, okay, being rich in faith or wisdom, okay, because you have the word, okay? You have the word, okay? We're rich in faith, man. You know, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, man, we're really rich. You know, because we have the faith in the what is called the word, okay? We have the wisdom of the Lord, okay? Also, when you think of it too, Bob Marley did an interview on that, okay? He did an interview. They asked him, "Are you rich?" And he's like, "What do you mean by rich?" Okay, right? He's like, "What do you mean by rich?" Right? He's like, "You have a lot of money in your bank." He's like, "That's not rich. Rich is rich in life. You know, rich in faith. You know, that's basically what he's going into. Okay, that's real riches, man." Okay, but hey, man, it's the carnal mindset these people have in this world. That's the thing of this world, right? That's the thing of this society, aka world, is that when you're rich, right? They don't, and it's basically an entitled generation, man. Okay, it's an entitled generation. This place is an entitled generation, right? Everything is convenient for them, and that's what I went to in the video last night with the Noah's Ark video. Okay, this place is too convenient for these people, right? Let's continue though. It says, in the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but in the synagogue of Satan. Verse 10, It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, right? And again, man, that tribulation, and that's that sacrifice too, okay, right? The things that's getting ready to come to us, man. You know, if brothers have to go down that road, okay, you don't know who specifically is gonna have to go down that road, but in the back of your mind, right? In the back of your mind, you're like, that could easily be me, and you prepare your spirit for that. You know, prepare your spirit for that, man. That's ultimately what that is, right? Right? Cast some of you into prison that you may be tried. Ye shall have tribulation, and also that's what we're going through right now. Okay, right? The things that's to come, hey man, we're not really in anything right now. Okay, right? We're not really in anything. We haven't made it. You know, we're not really going through. You know, brothers go through a little bit of tribulation, but nothing compared to what's to come. You know, you might have to go a couple of days without eating, right? You might have to go to You might have to go without water, food, shelter. You know, but that's another thing too. The brothers is going into. The brothers are going also going into how the earth is basically the Lord's footstool, man. Okay, the Lord abided. We can live off the grid. Okay, you know that's necessarily what they were trying to get into. How we can live off the grid. We don't have to necessarily what is called live in these houses and everything. Okay, and the brother was also going into how this is the biggest emasculation ever, because that's true. Okay, back in the ancient world, you have to fight for stuff, man. Okay, these people think they're entitled to get everything and all that. Nah, man. Back in Israel, you have to fight, make your own home. Okay, pick out your spot, and when you picked out your spot, you have to pick a safe spot. You know, oh, it's closer. This is closer to the water. We have trees over there, so we can chop that down. Right? We have trees over there, so we can chop that down. We have a fruit bush over there. Right? We have this and that. We have these herbs over here. You know, so you picked a good spot. You know, but it's just the principle of it, the idea of it, man. Okay, right? We're not really going through really tribulation, man. We can go to the grocery store, buy food. We can go to the you know, pharmacy or whatever, get medicine if we want. You know, which brothers probably don't use it, but I'm just saying, you know, right? You can go get your hygiene products and all that from the store. You can literally walk in there right now. Okay, in that time, we're not gonna have that. Okay, you know, so it's just the convenience of it, man, and that's what makes this place so bad, you know, for you, really. Okay, because you're too reliant. Esau's made you so reliant on him, man, literally, right? You know, back in the ancient world, if anything, you know, if you had to flee one country to another, it was no problem. You just picked up your stuff and left, you know, right? You shall have tribulation 10 days, adore. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life, right? The crown of life represents salvation, man. Okay, what we're really fighting for. That crown is going to come from Yahawashi directly himself if we're a part of the elect. Okay? And again, man, it's the principle of the righteous sacrifice, man. The righteous sacrifice, which is what we're doing right now. Okay? Me being out here teaching, that's that righteous sacrifice. Okay? That's ultimately what it comes down to, really. You know, the sacrifice, man. Okay? It's like a bargain, man. Because really and truly, we can't see Yahawashi, we can't see Yahawashi, we can't. Right? But we believe. The scripture, I forgot that scripture, man. Right? But it's basically saying, right, to paraphrase how Yahawashi was saying, how you cannot see me, okay, or basically even hear me, right? But you believe in me. You have the faith to believe in me. And that's basically, that's ultimately what it is, man. You know? Prisoners of hope. Right? Fine. Yeah, let's get Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept my word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. The Lord was saying, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. Because the Lord is going to be the same one to bring the hour of temptation. He's the only one that can get you through it. Okay? Right? It's the same thing with a prison. Who put you in there? It's the only one who can take you out. You can't really escape prison, man. You know, you don't hear people escaping prison nowadays. Back then, you would hear about it. You know? Weaker security, you know? And people were more smart back then, too. Right? People would actually take out the design. Now you're in a more technology state. Man, you're more imprisoned and likely to be trapped, you know? Right? So it's just the analogy of a prison, man. Whoever puts you in there is the only one that can take you out, you know? I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? So it's gonna come, the tribulation is gonna come on earth to try everybody. Everyone's gonna go through the hour of temptation, man. Okay? Everybody, literally. Okay? Right? Every single JQ knows is gonna go through the hour of temptation. really and truly, right? These heathens, a lot of these heathens ain't even gonna take the chip either. Okay, they're gonna actually deny the chip. They're not. A lot of people ain't down with this new system that's gonna come. Okay, the mark of the beast system. That's the next step, man. That's literally the next phase. Okay, we're sacrificing now so we can reap the benefits later. Okay, it's the same thing in this world, right? You know, you sacrifice your younger years so you can set yourself up for your later years. It's the same thing, right? We do the same thing now. All right. It says the temptation which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly, hold fast which thou hast, right? The fast, holding fast of, is the faith. We're holding the faith fast, okay? That's what we're doing right now. We're holding fast of the faith, man, okay? The Lord said to not let go of the faith. And we're supposed to be selfish with our faith, man, okay? The scriptures literally tell you to be selfish with your faith, okay? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be selfish, okay? Be selfish with thy salvation, okay? So that's what that means, man, all right? All right? And being selfish too with it, okay? Put the Lord first, okay? It's the same thing with your goals and dreams in this world. In order to achieve, you gotta be selfish. You can't always be giving out money. You know, you gotta put money towards your business or so, okay? Right? The next step, you know, if you're trying to get some tools, you gotta be selfish, man. You can't always be giving out money. You know, always trying to help people. You gotta put time towards yourself. Put time towards your goal. Okay? In this sense, our goal, aka our dream, our vision, okay, is to be in the kingdom of heaven. So we gotta be selfish and be ready to strive for it, man. You know, be ready to go for it. Alright? It says, verse 12, it says, he that overcometh, I will make a pillar in the temple of my power. Okay? Whew. Okay? It's like a monument, man. Okay? Which the elects are going to be monuments. Okay? The elect are really going to be monuments in the kingdom. Okay? Well, you're going to know the difference between an average Israelite, okay, and an elect. They're going to be two different things in the kingdom. Okay? And a 2/3 on this side is going to be, yeah, he's gonna have land and whatnot, you know? He's going to have the land. He's going to have, you know, maybe a wife or two. Okay? He's going to be way richer than anybody on this side, man. Okay? And the Israelites are just going to be rich. As a whole, they're going to be rich. Okay? And that's also his mercy, because really when you think of it, okay, the Lord's still blessing the 2/3, even though they haven't really done anything worthy of that sacrifice, man. They are not giving no righteous sacrifice on the side. They're not giving up their lives. They're not pushing on their fingers. They're not having faith. They're not keeping the high holy days. Okay? They're not doing anything. They're just being wicked on this side. And the Lord is still going to bless them. Hey, man, that's really still a blessing, man. As long as you're not a heathen in the kingdom, you're good to go. Okay? Esau, really, when you look at it, he has the worst blessing out of all, because in the kingdom, he's going to be exterminated after 1,000 years of slavery. Okay? These heathens are going to get back to go back to their lands, enjoy themselves, and be righteous. And they're going to love it, too. Because everyone's going to love the righteous mindset. Okay? That's true happiness, man. You're not going to have no happiness on this side. Okay? You're in the flesh. You have a consistent need for want and greed on this side. You know? After you achieve something on this side, you know, you achieve your goal, you're like, okay, what now? Especially if you have no passion for it, you know? Right? In the kingdom, it's not going to be like that, man. Okay? It's not going to be like that in the kingdom. It's not. Okay? We're going to have to, as long as we live in we're going to live forever, right? We're going to have something new every day, creating planets. Okay? The blessings that's ready to come for the elect is innumerable. You can't imagine it, man. You know? Right.